Pale Orks scavenge the Gallow Dark in search of foes to crump. But their Aeldari rivals have no intention of a death by crumping. Will these Orks get to crump, or will they not get to crump? Find out here on Mountainside Tabletop.
Orks! That's hype, dude.
That's all right.
New Ork team, they're actually like ready to crump instead of trying to be sneaky gits. We got this copy of Brutal and Cunning for Kill Team. Absolutely free.
I'm pretty sure it's actually Cunning.
Brutal and Cunning?
Yeah, that's not just
whatever
me
this
hating
box is
Orks.
called. We got it for free from Games Workshop. They gave us a review copy early, so that's how we got these painted up so fast. Are you ready?
Yeah, you know I love Orks.
Yeah. I'm ready. I'm excited for this team. I think they look so cool. I'm really happy with my paint job, and also I think like the rules are super, super flavorful. Either soon or just a few seconds ago, we put out a video of like our thoughts on both of the new teams. So if you want an in-depth chat about like what we actually think about how the teams work, if they're good or bad or whatever, check that video out. We're probably gonna put a link up there or whatever in one of the corners if we don't forget, which often we do.
It'll at least be at the end screen.
Yeah, or go to our channel. It'll be on our channel, or it will be soon, if for some reason we didn't post them at the same time.
Or if for some reason you haven't clicked off this video yet.
So anyway, I'm excited for this team, and I think I've got the most fun layout. You're probably going to want 2 boxes of this team, and I'm not sure I picked the most competitive layout, but I only had a certain amount of bodies to build. I had no choice but to do a 1-box version at this point. So I've gone with the loadout you see below. There are some operatives that I'm not sure they're better than just the regular, like, fighters. The Demolisher is a bit questionable to me, but super fun. Obviously, I'm going to take all the most fun options here.
You have to.
I've taken the Pulsa thing on the Rocketeer, which is the like little token you put down and messes up movement and shooting, because I think that'll be interesting to see.
Totally.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out. For equipment, I've taken all the faction equipment except for the one that nerfs your movement by 1 inch to give you +1 wound, which seems very bad.
Especially into the dark.
Yeah. Instead of that, I just took some crack grenades. Yeah, they hit on 4s, but I got Wrecka points, baby. I don't care.
Yeah.
They can hit on 6s. I'll just Wrecka point them.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm glad one of us likes Orks. Yeah, like this team, they look good. They look a bit confusing. I don't really know how to play into them. Like, they've got a lot of wounds. Just a scratch, as ever, is a total nightmare to deal with, because whether or not you actually use it, I have to always assume you're about to use it. And so basically my whole game revolves around whether or not that's been used this turn yet. So I think it's pretty clear the best operative on the team is this knob.
My big knob that I got on screen. My boss knob.
Doing a knob reveal right now. Anyway, it's got good enough shooting because you can just fix the dice to make it better.
I think it's got pretty good shooting, dude.
But also, like, it's a nightmare in melee. It's just a huge threat that I've got to worry about. And unlike most teams where the leader just has 1 extra wound, it's got 2, and that math actually really hurts me. It was going to be hard enough getting to 12, but getting to 14 wounds, like, I don't really have anything that can reliably kill this by itself. So I'm going to have to just probably sacrifice a few elves to the cause. If Brad gets this thing in a good spot in the middle of the board, you've definitely got some good control options there, so yeah. All right, well, to combat the brand new Orks, I've got Old Faithful, my new Corsairs back on the channel. I've got a new set of Corsairs for the new edition because I wanted to repaint them and get the tokens. So I'm really excited to get them back on the board and use their new rules. Some things got a little bit less powerful, but some things improved a little bit. So I think, you know, overall, it seems like they're kind of around the same power level they used to be, but they're still a lot of fun. They've still got a free dash, and I'm looking forward to getting them on the table finally. So I did not take the blaster today. For the first time, I've used the Shredder. Seems really good into the dark to have Torrent and 4-5 damage. I also didn't take a Soul Weaver, and I went with the Heavy Gunner instead. Just a Scratch doesn't work on crits, and this thing does a ton of damage on crits, so I'm gonna do my usual strategy of only roll 6s, and then I should be okay. For equipment, I've taken a crack grenade, dieternal mantles, because Brad's got so much blast, the runes of guidance to get me an extra CP, and then a mist field. Even though Brad doesn't have a lot of P1, seems like just a good thing to have.
I have some.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think this is a really interesting matchup, not just flavor-wise. Obviously, it's great, but I mean, I think we have to talk about this Shade Runner, right?
Yeah.
The new and improved 3rd edition Shade Runner.
It's so good.
Teleports are always fun, but now you can actually do it through the Into the Dark walls.
Yeah.
You're gonna be everywhere denying all my attack ops. Like, can I even take Contain against you? You're just gonna like go everywhere that I don't want you to be, steal my objectives, slicing attack me to death, like kill my squigs before they can do anything.
That's the plan.
I'm worried. You're too fast.
Yeah.
If I can get you in melee range though, I will kill you.
Definitely.
So there's that. For today's game, we're playing on Into the Dark, map 1. And the crit op is Transmission. We roll off for pre-game initiative, I win, and I'm gonna give it to Vic because I don't really care what side I get. Then, there's no equipment to place, so we set up our operatives.
In the scouting phase, no big surprise on Into the Dark, we both select a piece of equipment and elect to put some light barricades down. This gives Brad the choice, and he gives me Turning Point 1 initiative.
So in the Turning Point 1 strategic phase, Vic starts off by rolling for his equipment thing that gives him an extra CP. He gets the roll he needs, so he gets an extra CP and that's it. Then we both pick our primary ops and start the game. And this is one of those Turning Point 1s where pretty much nothing happens. Vic starts things off by putting Warding Shield on one of his gunners, and then literally we just move guys up and that's it.
Yeah, so obviously at the end of Turning Point 1, the score is 0-0. This is a pretty interesting layout because it feels like neither of us are really incentivized to spring the trap here. So it'll be interesting to see how long the tension lasts.
Okay, well now on to Turning Point 2. I win the initiative roll-off, but I'm actually going to give Vic initiative. I want the extra CP, and I kind of just want him to go first and give me a threat to attack. For gambits and stuff, I'm just going to play Wah for free with my equipment, and that's it.
Alright, well with the first activation of the Turning Point, my duelist is just going to do their free dash and then plant a beacon revealing my tac op, and then I'm going to go on guard.
I'm gonna go with my Rocketeer here and use one of my new toys. So I'm flipping to engage and using my Pulsar Rocket. I put down a token and roll some dice. This is guaranteed to hit the sniper, but I'm gonna need 1 5-up to hit the hunter as well. And I get it. And my first Wrecka point. So the Fate Dealer and the Kernite Hunter are both gonna take D3 damage. 2 on the hunter, 1 on the sniper, and then their movement and shooting are messed with. I do gain +1 to my APL for taking that shot, but I'm just going to move around the corner and pass.
Alright, my gunner is just going to hit this objective to activate it and then go on guard.
This gunner of mine is going to go on engage and go on guard.
My Wayseeker is going to move, free dash, and then do warding shield on my leader.
My Crush is going to flip to engage, turn on this point, and go on guard as well.
My heavy gunner is just going to go on guard. I see a pattern emerging here.
Yeah, well, my Squig in the back is just going to pass, so go again.
All right, well, now when I'm going to go to reposition my sniper, Tragedy is going to strike.
Ready.
Let me grab an order.
What the did you just do? At least we got it on camera. What happened, bro?
I think his base was like stuck under the door or something, and when I tried to pull it, it didn't move. Like the base just didn't move.
I'm glad we were rolling. That'll make the final cut.
That's obviously so irritating. But anyway, now I'm going to be obscured here and also go on guard.
I'm just going to move up a bit with my Demolisher, engaged, and I'm going to go on guard. And Vic, you pass with your Kernathi, so I'll go again now with my Knob and move up on engage. This is risky in the long run, but I just want some extra protection for my Demolisher to not die.
Well, I'm pretty sure that your tack op is contained, and even though this exposes my Shade Runner to a bit of danger, I'm gonna warp jump into this room, close to this Crusher, but 2 inches away and in concealed, so you can't use your guard attack on me. So I'm contesting this point so you won't score it at the end of this turn. And then I might as well just shoot you with my silent weapon. It's pretty bad, and no damage goes through.
All right, well, my other squig is just gonna move a bit and pass.
My leader's just going to go engage here so that I can use my interrupt if I have to, move a tiny bit, and pass.
My last activation with my fighter, I'm just going to open this door but stay concealed.
And my hunter is just going to move only 5 inches because of this annoying token, then dash and plant another beacon for another VP.
That was not good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously winning, but it doesn't feel great. Like, it feels like at any point, all of my elves might disappear.
Man, you stealing my home objective there, I really wasn't expecting it, but I should have, frankly.
Yeah.
That was bad. I should have just moved up the gunner and just had 2 bodies on it.
Yeah.
Easily could have done that. And you got an easy 2 VP, so I think I'm in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, my plan is definitely score points and then just try to not die, but we'll see. All right, top of turning point 3, and Brad wins a pretty big initiative roll. So I get 2 CP, which is little consolation. And then in the strategy phase, Brad's gonna play Wag for free.
How dare you?
I'm gonna play Piratical Profiteers. Brad's gonna play Tough Gits. I'm gonna play Outcasts, and then I'm gonna use my Hunter's Erudite Hunter ability on the squig he can see.
Well, I'm going to continue with my strategy of letting you present threats before I do anything, really.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to go with this squig and try and take care of the threat you've already given me. I'm charging, and then I'm going to explode. Okay, first against me. Yeah, I'm going to die, but now the main event, I'm attacking the Shade Runner. I'm going to spend my Wrecka points here, going down to 0, and also a CP on a reroll. That crit is awesome because I'm going to get another Wrecka point immediately. Vic gets a bad save, gets a reroll with his Mantle's equipment, but it's still bad and he's dead.
Yeah, that's a real shame. I mean, my Shade Runner denied you 1 or maybe 2 points, but I really wish I won initiative and got him safe. So now my Gunner worked last turn. I'm just going to tap this point and guard.
I hate guard,
Yeah,
bro.
I know.
I really feel like I have no great play, so my Rocketeer is just going to move a bit and take an obscured shot against your Fate Dealer. Now, 6 dice hitting on 5s might look bad, but I do not care about obscuring, basically. That's okay, I'm going to spend 2 Wrecka points, down to 0 again, but I'll be left with 3 hits. It's a bad save from Victor, 1 free reroll because this has Blast, and then another CP reroll, and this guy's going to live at 3 HP. That's okay though, I'm gonna pass with my last action. I could slam the door, but I'm gonna leave it open just in case I get a counteract maybe.
All right, well, since Brad left the door open and I don't really feel like thinking about something better to do, my Fate Dealer is just gonna shoot back. Get a brutal roll here, even though I'm just hitting on 3s. I'm gonna spend a CP to try to re-roll it. Of course that doesn't work, and then Brad's just gonna save it all.
All right, well, this fight has some play, I think, against your Hunter. That's his name, right? The bird guy is the Hunter?
He is, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to run up and just chuck a crack at you, I guess. Interestingly, Vic chooses not to use his anti-piercing tech here. I get a great roll, spend a Wrecka point for 2 crits and 2 hits, and that's an auto kill. Then I'll reveal my tack up, which actually wasn't contained. Now, look, I have to defend myself. Usually I don't mess around with these seek and destroy tack ops, right?
Yeah.
But this seems thematic for this team, and this is my first game with them, so I'm just trying something different. This might be goated, or this might be absolutely trash tier terrible, but yeah, I'm going with overrun. We'll see. So I get 1 point now and maybe 1 point later. And then with my last APL, I will turn on the objective I'm standing on. Yeah, I'm just trying to control this center room now, I guess.
All right, well, the good thing here is that at least I have a target now, but it's not going anywhere. So my Karnathi is just going to move, plant a beacon for a VP, and then dash to this door.
This gunner is just going to move onto this objective and go on guard.
My heavy gunner is going to open the door and shoot Brad's fighter. On 3s here, not a great roll, and Brad gets a pretty good save and blocks the normal. I was expecting him to use just a scratch here, but he chooses not to and just takes the 7 wounds from the 1 crit.
My knob is going to go now. I just really want to make sure I'm holding on to this central objective at the end of the turning point. So I'm just going to move, dash, and stand right on it. Vic's gonna take this opportunity to use his guard shot with his gunner versus my fighter. He gets a bad roll, and balanced does nothing for him. But he does use a CP on a reroll, and it's a 6, so that's a great use of CP there. He has rending, so that's a very good roll. Even with my reroll, it's not enough. I'm dead. Probably should have used just a scratch on the last shot, huh?
My duelist is just going to totally abandon this room he's guarding and move and dash over to join the Kurnathi.
Okay, my Crusher is going to turn on the objective he's standing on and then move to the door leading to the middle room.
All right, well, my Wayseeker is going to move, dash, and take a shot at Brad's knob with the Freezing Grasp attack. Now, this doesn't do a lot of damage, but it's got Severe and Stun. This is so good for me. That knob's APL is now 1 for the next turn.
Yeah, that's devastating. Stun against these orcs is absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, it's great.
But I'm going to go with my Demolition now. Look, I know I'm taking a huge risk doing this because Victor's leader has this ability that basically lets him interrupt my activation, and his pistol also has stun, so there's a chance I'm just opening this door to end my own activation, but I have to try it. So I'm going to open the door. Vic needs a 3 or higher here to actually even get to use this ability, but he does get it. Then he shoots. I'm really hoping he doesn't roll a 6, but he does. So he deals just 5 damage, but my Demolisher is stunned. I'm out of APL, and my activation is over. So that was everything I feared.
Yeah, that worked well. It could have worked badly, but I'm glad it didn't. So now my leader will activate properly. I'm going to shoot the same guy. I'm going to spend my last 2 CP on rerolls because I really, really want to get this kill. Luckily, I get it, and then I'm able to close the door.
Yeah, my last activation, I'll just move my squig a little. That's it. So I am behind by 4 points here, and it's not looking good. I think my TAC-op selection was very bad.
Well, there's a bit of the element of surprise with it, which is good. Like, I wasn't expecting you to take Overrun, so I didn't try to avoid getting Overrun scored against me.
This is a new team, and I think they're very, very different than any other team we've seen. You know, I think they have a very different playstyle. So I was just going to try something crazy and see how it worked. My plan was to go hyper aggro. I picked a TAC-op that kind of went along with that. Although what I quickly realized is that with the way the APL stuff works on these orcs, it's very hard to just breach your room. And you also had great tools at shutting me down. Like your leader with that interrupt and a pistol with stun, just like really, really counters me and shuts me down. So I think in hindsight, Overrun was definitely the wrong TAC-op pick here, but I did score 1 point from it so far. Maybe I can score 1 or 2 more in the next turning point. We'll see. Patrons! Love the 1 HP gangsters and mountain goats! And since the new addition to Kill Team, we've had a new perk on our Patreon. After this video, we record like a post-mortem, all of our thoughts, all of our hates and loves and all of that stuff. What went wrong, what we... how we threw the game, our most clutch plays that we made to pull out a win. So yeah, we've got that. It's like, I don't know, they've been between like 10 and 30 minutes. I don't know exactly, but yeah, head over there. And if you do, we'll do a little teaser for the one for this video, all right? If you become a patron of any tier, other than the free tiers, okay? Any paid tier of patron, you can see moments such as this one that was caught live on camera. Actually, the fighter can.
Through a wall?
I just forgot about that.
No way.
Yeah. Yo, I just realized that. Wait, let me double check that I'm not on crack.
Yeah, so this was a great one. But yeah, thanks so much for all your support, and back to the game.
We're in turning point 4. I need to make some points up, but I think if I win initiative, I'm poised to get some good kills. So we roll off, but I lose. I'm going to play Wah for free here again because I got Wrecka points in the bank. I also have a bunch of CP, so I'll play Tough Gits and Amped Up to heal my leader back up to 13 health.
Okay, well, thankfully I won initiative here, so I didn't need to spend a CP on Plunderers to deal with this. My heavy gunner is just going to do a tiny dash to get within an inch of this door, close it, and then go on guard.
My rocket guy is going to shoot your sniper. Obscured again, but great roll. I'll use 2 Wrecka points to guarantee the kill, and then I'll charge 4th. Maybe I'll get a counteract, or at least I'm standing on the point, I guess.
That was such a big money obscured roll, my god.
Dude, I don't care about obscured.
Yeah, I guess
I'll
not.
take obscured shots all day.
Yeah. All right. I'm still worried about Brad busting through this door, so my gunner is now going to tap this objective and go on guard as well.
My crush is going to open this door and then continue stacking the central objective.
My Wayseeker is going to play Warding Shield on my leader again, and then do a little bit of a dash and plant a beacon.
Okay, my Gunna is going to tap the point and guard.
All right, my Duelist is just going to guard and pass.
Out of options, my Knob will tap the central point, turn it on so I can score it.
My leader's just going to open this door for free with his ability. Then I'm going to plant a beacon on Brad's territory and guard.
Well, at least you're giving me a chance to kill you with my Squig, so my Squig will charge your leader.
All right, well, fortunately I did guard, so I get to fight you first. And very easily get the kill with one swipe of my power sword.
Yeah, okay, well, that's fine. I'm going to roll to see if I can explode still. And I do. So I roll for my explosion. That's a good roll. I'm going to, dump all my Wrecka points. There's no reason not to.
All right, well, the dice have really come through for me. I get a great save here. And then because of Warding Shield, I get to ignore another die of damage. So I'm only going to take 4 wounds here. And then with the last activation, my Karnathi is just going to pass.
I'm going to chalk this one up to user error. But I think that kind of comes with the territory of playing a crazy team for the first time. So we're looking at a pretty devastating lead against my Wrekkas by the Corsairs, but we still have primary op to reveal. What did you pick?
I picked the tac op. Seemed too good.
So you max your primary op. Now you might think, all of my options here are terrible. I did pick the kill op because I thought maybe I'll just be hyper aggro. Didn't end up panning out. So the final score here is not good for the Orks. But like I said, I really think this team does have play. I think it's just, they're so weird, and first game as them, I'm not really sure I knew what to do with them. But after one game, after a couple more games, I think this team has a lot of play, and I think they can be very deadly.
Absolutely. They've got a lot to be afraid of. I think I was just lucky that I didn't really need to take much risk and was able to just let you come to me and waste the APL that you didn't really have.
I think I could have lived through a lot of shooting from you. I should have been more aggressive in turning point 1 and 2. And also, that thing with the Fida being able to punch through walls could have been really big, right. Getting me in your home objective room. He did get work done anyway. He got a kill, but I think a couple more games with these guys and me getting a handle on them would really, really help just be able to crush stuff.
Yeah. I also just realized I forgot accurate 1 on a bunch of stuff, but we'll put in the next one.
Rematch?
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We've got another battle report coming soon that will feature the Ratlings versus some team we haven't decided on yet. We've got painting videos coming for both of these new teams, so if you've been anxiously awaiting new Mountainside painting content, that's coming soon. We got that video out where we just talk about the teams. We got the Patreon postmortem if you're a patron. And we've got tons of other stuff coming soon too.
Yeah.
Anyway, hope everybody is as hyped for Brutal and Cunning as we are. And we'll catch you in the next video.
Yeah, see ya.
Thanks, everybody.